Hi guys, today in this video I'll be sharing with you all a recent case of bronchial asthma in a female of 45 years. This patient had been on steroids since 5 years. The complaint started as allergic rhinitis, profuse nasal discharge, recurrent sneezings, which later turned into bronchial asthma on account of the suppressive allopathic drugging. The cough used to aggravate every change of season, lying down, and it was associated with difficult respiration, which was worse on slightest exertion. There was a sensation of rawness which was felt in the throat. During the paroxysm, patient used to feel suffocated and felt better by removing her clothes completely. Cough was also associated with involuntary loss of urine. It was worse on talking, and it used to ameliorate temporarily by sipping warm water and at times used to end in retching and vomiting. The patient had a tendency to recurrent glandular inflammation in the throat. She had to hold the stomach while coughing as every jarring movement used to cause pain because of the muscular soreness in the pectoral as well as the abdominal muscles. Along with the respiratory distress, she also complained of acidity, nausea. She used to have sun headaches and occasional facial puffiness. Now, the patient as a person was very lazy, very sluggish. She had a very slow comprehension and used to take a lot of time before comprehending the question and answering back. She used to walk very slowly as well. The patient's daughter told me that it seemed as if her mother was always daydreaming. She used to get tired very easily, and she used to be so tired from coughing that she used to drop into a chair. There was a lot of self criticism, lack of confidence, self devaluation. This lady said that she always wanted to be an independent woman, but she was financially, emotionally very dependent on her husband. This patient had a home based boutique. There was a lot of workload and she was unable to handle it. She said that having online clients is much better as you do not need to personally interact with people and you can make money sitting at home. The patient used to be forgetful and she was not very good at multitasking. This patient did not talk in public as she had a feeling that the people are mocking at her and she used to be afraid of going to public gatherings. She thought that her friends did not consider her of any use. There was lack of appreciation at home. She considered herself to be very creative, but when she showed me the paintings that she had made, they were rather childish. Patient had a tendency to acne, hair fall, oily skin. Acne used to be worse before menses. There was a tendency to warts on the face and body. The past history had chickenpox, jaundice, and dog bite. She used to suffer from irregular menstruation, but the scans did not reveal any organic pathology. Thermal, she was ambithermal, thirsty patient. She used to desire for sour and salty, used to sweat profusely on the forehead and the chest. She used to have profuse urination. There was involuntary dribbling while coughing. She had to pass urine immediately and could not retain it for long. Indicated remedies that were coming were Bryonia because of the least movement aggravation, Stanum because of the weakness that the patient had to drop into a chair, Natrum Sulph because of the concomitant of warts, the psychotic complaints, Thuja. But the medicine given in this case was Baryta Sulph in ascending LM potencies. And the patient is asymptomatic since the last 2 years. When we look in synthesis repertory under the rubric mind dependent on others, fear conversation of, fear opinion of others, delusions laughed at, mocked at being, servile, and timidity public about appearing in. So these were the rubrics which were covered by Baryta Sulph, and it gave a wonderful result in this case. So the element of Baryta explains the dependence and the feeling of being incapable, whereas the element of sulfur brings in creativity and a desire to be respected by others. Baryta Sulph patient is creative, is industrious, and is persevering. But the creativity, the industriousness, the perseverance is confined to a very, very limited arena because Baryta is not good at multitasking. They can become masters of their own field, but when you talk about anything that is outside their domain, then they cannot make a conversation. So I hope this case explains the medicine Baryta Sulph. In my understanding of Baryta Sulph, I generally prescribe it on seeing a hot Baryta. The patient has a slightly philosophical and ragged appearance. They consider themselves very high, but they are childish, they are very slow, they are of a very dull comprehension. And in this case, Baryta Sulph gave me amazing results, and I hope this video was useful for all of you. Thank you.